Oopsies. Do not cancel my class again. She calls, she's probably a crowd. I'm so tired, oh my goodness. Save me, I'm lost, alone, I've been waiting for you. I'll pay any cost. Keep me from being confused. Alo.
Alo, con đã học lịch giờ đó con.
Dạ, con đang đợi. Dạ. So tired. My baby, my baby. Please tell me you're my baby. My love, holding on forever. Hello, how are you?
Yes, good.
Huh?
It's good.
Have you been okay?
Yes.
Wow, anything happened these days?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Wow, I sort of know. You can tell me if you want. Like, I'm okay. I'm saying, like, you can tell me anything, like, what has been happening and how are you feeling? Like, do you want to know? I care about you.
No.
You sure? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to just study? Okay. Oh, your school year has started, right?
Yes.
And how's school?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
How is school?
It's normal.
Like, how was your first day and how did you feel when you met your friends?
I think it's normal day. Like last year and
Mm-hmm.
don't have a new friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And don't have a new teacher too.
Mm-hmm. So were you happy to see your old friends?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so what did you and your friends talk about when you guys just met each other after a really long time?
Not a really long time because we meet all in all the day
Mm-hmm.
before we have school.
Okay, so you guys had summer classes together?
Yes.
Hmm, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so when will your official syllabus start?
What?
When will your syllabus start?
Cái gì vậy?
Like, thường á, mới vô thì em chưa có học chính thức liền phải không?
Đúng.
Chị hỏi là chừng nào học chính thức á?
Dạ, khoảng in 27
Mm-hmm, 27. Oh, which is
tomorrow.
Monday, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow, yeah, okay, I see. Okay, well, we can start studying now, okay? Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, just, well, if you have anything, you can just tell me, like, maybe you've not been feeling well, like, I would love to listen, you know? Like, I'm not gonna judge or react negatively, so just, yeah, just so you know that. So, we have learned about the weather. Is that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So today we'll move on to a new topic, and that is jobs and career. Have you ever heard of this before?
No.
Okay, hold on. Can you see clearly?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first, um, do you know? Oh, hold on. Oopsies. Text. All right. Do you know what's the difference between a job and a career? This is something I've taught you before. Do you remember?
Cái gì khác nhau chị?
What is the difference between a job and a career?
Career là sao? Là
Mm-hmm.
làm nông nghiệp hay là sao hả chị?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So do you know what's the difference between these two words?
No.
Yeah. So a career means là một cái sự nghiệp. Mm-hmm. And a job là một cái nghề. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Vậy thì cái sự nghiệp và cái nghề nó khác như thế nào? So the difference between a career and a job is that one career includes a lot of jobs. You understand? Like, yeah. For example, if you are a businesswoman,
Yes.
if you are a businesswoman in your life, you'll be doing a lot of jobs. You might be first, you might be the manager of a company, and then
Yes.
maybe you'll be the founder of another company, and you do a lot of things to keep up with your business. And in your life, you might be doing business in real estate or tourism or any other things. And those are the singular job. The singular job that you do could be so manager is a job. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and being a founder is like also a job, kind of like that. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But a career at this point is the business. You are having your business career. You just, do trades and run companies to earn money. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, another example could be, I am now studying in University of Pedagogy, which means I'm training to become an English teacher.
Yes.
So my career is my education career because I work in the education system.
Yeah.
But in my life, I'll be having a lot of jobs. I could be your tutor, that is one job. And I could be a translator, that is another job. And then I'll like teach some classes, that would be another job. So I'm like a tutor, a teacher, a translator. Those are the jobs that I hold, and that is in the career of English and education that I have. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you give a similar example of the different job and career? For like the example I just give, I am now a tutor. My career is teaching and education and English.
Yes.
So can you give a similar example like that, please?
Yes. A doctor.
So
Yeah.
a doctor.
And my career is learn in the university about doctor. And do in a hospital. Like a nurse.
Yeah, exactly.
And after that, I am a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a doctor has a career in medicine. Okay, let me hold this. A doctor has a career in medicine, and yeah, and in his or her life, they will be doing a lot of jobs. First, it could be being a nurse, and then being a private doctor or something, and then they will become a doctor at a prospective hospital. Those are the jobs that a doctor might hold throughout their career in medicine. Got it?
Yeah.
So you must know what a workplace is as well, right? Do you know what a workplace is?
Yes.
So what is a workplace?
Workplace is a place you work, you do a job, your job.
Yeah, that's right. A place where I do my job. Yeah, so and workplaces are very diverse. A teacher can work at school, a doctor works at the hospital or at his or her house, and a construction worker works at a construction building, and so on.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at these 4 photos, and can you please describe them for me the same way that I've taught you to describe pictures?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
No.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm all ears. Please start.
In the picture one, I'm saying woman is do something about nông nghiệp.
Agriculture.
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 Like agriculture, like you do about you make rice. Yes, and like you make a vegetable.
Yeah, agriculture.
Yeah. And I'm seeing her in like the xe cày.
A mowing machine, mowing or plow
machine.
Yeah, it could be a mowing machine or a plowing machine.
Mowing machine.
Or yeah. Well, let me look it up to make sure. I think it's oh wait, not mowing. Mowing á, mowing là em dùng cái máy đó để em mà cắt cỏ đi để em làm sàng lọc cái bề mặt đất á cho nó không còn cỏ nữa. Như là mow the garden. You know? Em cắt cỏ vườn em. Còn plowing á là em biết cái đi cày không? Đi cày là khi mà em xới đất lên á để cho nó có hàng á, có thành những cái hàng để mà em trồng cây á. Thì cái đó gọi là plowing. Plowing. Well, let me look it up. Yeah, well, but please continue.
And I see the woman is use blowing machine. Blowing machine because she want to make a plant.
Exactly.
She wants to make rice. Yeah. And the next picture I'm seeing.
Wait, hold on. Do you think the woman looks happy?
Yes, the woman is happy.
Okay.
But the weather is very hot. In the next picture, I'm seeing teacher. This man is teach about language.
What language do you think he's teaching?
Chinese.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think it's Japanese. Because you can see the characters. Yeah, some are Chinese characters, but some are, the Japanese one. So yeah, it's definitely Japanese. Yeah. Well, please continue.
And he is very happy because he teach day.
Yeah.
They are talking about language.
And yeah. So what is his job?
Teacher.
Yeah, he is a teacher. Yeah, okay. So move on to the third picture. You should describe what they look like as well, like what their clothes look like, the expression on their faces, their surroundings, rather than just their job. Like be as descriptive as possible.
In the third picture, I'm seeing a woman is phi công gọi là gì chị?
Pilot.
A pilot. In the plane, and she is very happy. and very happy because the weather is look like good.
Yeah.
And she is wearing a t-shirt, a shirt, and I think she wear a shirt and a pant.
I see.
And the finally picture is the boy. No, the man is Charm.
Where did was?
He is chăm chú.
Okay.
Chăm chú.
He is focused.
He is focused in the picture.
Focused.
Focus.
And
he's he wear a t-shirt and the pant, a jeans.
A pair of jeans.
I've seen. Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think this man does? What is his job?
A drawing.
A drawer? Yeah, he's an artist.
Yeah.
And actually, he is not drawing, you know? Drawing is when you use a pencil and then you draw.
Yeah.
Or you use a pen or a marker, you draw. If you use a brush with liquid paint, you are painting, not drawing. So this man is drawing.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the difference between drawing and painting?
Drawing is to use bút màu á, mình tô lên. Còn painting là dùng cọ giống như
đúng rồi.
liquid and vẽ lên.
Đúng rồi. Em nhớ là nếu mà dùng sơn nước á, màu nước á, thì là paint, còn nếu mà nó là cứng á, thì là draw. Ok. Nhưng mà cũng tùy, nếu mà em dùng bút chì màu á, để mà em tô màu á, thì nó gọi là coloring.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So painting, drawing, coloring. Em nhớ ghi những chữ này xuống nha. Em tập ghi vô tập đi, thay vì là chị gửi file Word nữa. Và khi em ghi em cũng sẽ nhớ hơn là chị làm hết tất cả rồi gửi. You know? You got it down?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so blowing machine and mowing machine. Mowing machine là máy cắt cỏ.
Yeah.
Còn blowing machine là máy cày.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this woman is using a blowing machine.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's one thing. You might think that she's working in agriculture. That's a good idea. However, I think that she's working for construction buildings. Do you agree?
Yes.
She might be doing something else. Well, you can observe her. Look, what is she wearing on her head?
Like a hat for a công nhân.
Yeah, she's wearing a safety helmet.
Yes, safety helmet.
Yeah, a safety helmet, which means she's probably doing something quite dangerous. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and look at what she's wearing, her shirt. Does it look like the shirt of a farmer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Like for công nhân luôn.
Yeah, basically it is for workers, not farmers. Farmers might dress a bit differently, and if you are farming, you don't really need to wear a safety helmet. You understand? Yeah, so based on what she's wearing, I think that she's a construction builder. You know, a construction builder. Do you know what a construction builder is?
Builder. Công nhân.
Yeah, giống như là những người mà làm việc để xây những cái tòa nhà vậy đó. Xây nhà, rồi xây những cái tòa nhà cao tầng, rồi xây những cái khu thương mại á, họ làm công việc xây lên á thì họ gọi là construction builder.
Cho chị cho em đúng đúng.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, she's probably a construction builder.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's revise the new words of the jobs of these people by answering this question of what is each person's job, okay?
Yeah.
So can you tell me again what you think these people's jobs are? You have learned 3 new words. Some are not completely new, but yeah, please tell me so you can
In the
revise
picture
those.
one, I see. In the picture one, I think the woman is a construction builder.
Construction builder.
Construction builder.
Yeah, that's right.
Because she is wearing thankful
Outfit.
About construction builder. Yeah. In the picture too, I think this man is teacher. Yeah. And in the picture 3, I think is a cutter.
A what?
Phi công.
Ok, gắng nhớ đi, hồi nãy chị có nhắc em á. Nó bắt đầu bằng chữ phờ.
Chữ gì chị? Chữ phờ.
Phờ phở á. Gắng nhớ đi, hồi nãy chị có nhắc em.
Let me think. Phi công. Phở.
Phờ rồi chữ y ngắn.
Đợi em chút.
Gắng nhớ.
Pilot.
Yeah, very good. So she is
pilot.
Yeah, full sentence, please.
She is a pilot.
Okay, yeah, she is a pilot. And the last one, what does he do?
He is an artist.
He is an artist.
He is an artist.
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 Okay, very good. So If you did these jobs, what would you like and dislike about each job? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So for being a construction worker, if you were a construction worker, what would you like about the job?
Yes. I think I'm like to do a pilot.
No.
And
Imagine that you did these jobs, okay? So now first, imagine that you are a construction builder. Is that right? Yeah. Imagine you're a construction builder. What would you like about your job and what would you dislike about it? So now please tell me what would you like about this job?
yes,
So what would you like?
I think like or I think I like construction building because we can do a outside house. Yeah. And I think it's mệt nhọc.
Tiring.
Tiring, but it's not happy, nó vui.
It will make you happy.
Yeah.
Nếu mà em không biết thì em cứ nói đại bất kỳ cái từ tiếng Anh nào đi, chị cũng sẽ hiểu và chị sẽ giúp em nói đúng hơn. Đừng có chen tiếng Việt vô, nó sẽ thành thói quen rồi nó không hay đâu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cứ nói đại đi, đừng sợ sai.
And I think I like this job. But but I don't want to do because the weather is very hot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and yeah.
I see.
I 50% is like and 50% is don't like. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, so what do you think would make you like this job? You said that you might feel happy, right?
Yeah.
And so why is that?
Because have many people too, and they do this job too. And we can talk together and be happy.
Okay, I see.
Because the woman in the picture is happy too.
Yeah. So you think that you might be happy when you do that job. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, very well. So what about the second job, being a teacher? If you were a teacher, what would you like and dislike about the job?
I dislike to do that because I don't want to teach. Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know, but I don't like this.
Okay, so since this is a speaking exercise, it would be great if you just figure out any reason, okay?
Yes.
Just figure out a reason. Why don't you like teaching?
Because it's tired.
It's tiring.
Yeah, tiring. And I don't like to teach too. Yeah.
Why do you think teaching is tiring?
Because we teach, we stand in a bục giảng.
On the a platform, teaching platform. No. Yeah, this word, teaching pit, platform. No, not stage. Well, I will ask my friend about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like that.
And do you think speaking a lot will make you happy when you do this job?
No. because we talk and
Mhm.
we stand
Mhm.
too.
I see. Okay, I see. I do. All right. So, well, but there must be something nice about being a teacher. So, if you were a teacher, what do you think are the things that you will like about the job? Mhm.
I think we can make a student happy
Mhm. Yeah.
and have a right time with your student.
Mhm. Yeah. You can actually cultivate meaningful connections with your students. Mhm.
Yes,
And maybe it's a very meaningful job because you have a life of improving and supporting people. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That could be very enjoyable. Yeah. So, what about being a pilot? If you were a pilot, what would you like and dislike about the job?
I think we can fly in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and and can uh, chở chở gọi là
Carry?
carry
Mm-hmm.
people in the sky too.
Yeah. And do you think that's fun?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? So, what would you dislike about the job?
Dislike.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we learn học rất là giỏi.
You will need to be a very good student.
Yes, because I'm seeing the cái bảng của cái pilot.
You say, wait. Do not add Vietnamese when you speak. You know, just create any English words. If you don't know the words, you can just say other words that mean, like, for example, you don't know what um cái bảng phải không? Em không biết cái bảng tiếng Anh là gì phải không? So you can say, well, I see it on some flat surface that people put information on about being a pilot. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. Em có thể dùng những chữ khác để mà chỉ cái chữ mà em không biết. Giống như là thay vì mà, thí dụ ice cream á, ice cream là cây kem phải không?
You know?
Giả sử như là em không biết cái chữ ice cream nhưng mà em muốn nói về cái ice cream thì em có thể nói những thứ như là wow, I like to eat that cold things that has a lot of flavors and it's cold. You know, you can say that and people can guess that it's an ice cream. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so same with here. When you do that, people can still understand you. But when you just suddenly add some Vietnamese in, like it just sounds very weird, and foreigners will not be able to understand that. And when you're in America, nobody would be able to understand that either. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, so just create words. You see on the board. The requirement of being a pilot is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So continue, like, what do you feel?
I think I like to do a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
And in the picture, really,
Mm-hmm.
I see the man is artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's artist.
Mm-hmm.
And he's drawing, painting something.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to do that
Mm-hmm.
because we can create anything we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like because it's not some dirty.
It's dirty, messy. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Those are very interesting ideas. Do you have any more?
No.
Okay, yeah. Well, one thing you can consider talking about is the income of these people. That is also a nice aspect of job finding, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. So the good side of being a pilot even though you need to be a really good student and you need to meet a lot of requirements, but if you do this job, you will have really good earnings. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and being an artist might be a lot of fun and you get to be creative and things, but most of the time you are a freelancer. You know what a freelancer is?
No.
Yeah, a freelancer is a person who does not work for any company at all. They employ themselves. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so usually a freelancer would make arrangements with their customers. For example, if I was an artist and I do commission, which means I draw for people and they pay me money. I don't work for any company and I would try to build my own brand and people would just, ask me to draw for them and then I'll charge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about being a freelancer, you can actually earn a lot of money doing this as well. But the downside is that it's very hard to keep things stable.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when your customers are gonna need a painting. Like there might be need for paintings now, and you might earn a lot in 1 month, but 2 or 3 months later you will not be earning anything. It could happen, and then you might earn a lot again, but then the next few months you don't earn anything. So that's the downside of being an artist.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got these words? This new
Yeah.
vocabulary? Okay, good. Now, so let's connect. Let's connect the job and the workplace. Okay. So look at these words. Are there any words you don't know?
Yes. I know. No.
Oh, you know all of these words?
I think so.
Okay, very good. So can you please match the job with the workplace?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Please do. Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay. I have a new
Pens?
new pen.
Oh, they're very cute. Me too. Look, I have a pen that's shaped like a cat, and also a fish, and then also a cat. Like these pens are very cute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Book.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I have a new pencil case.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's lovely. It looks amazing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's adorable. Anything else?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
It's a pen.
Wow, it's a pen?
Yes.
It is huge. Can it do any other things besides writing?
No.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, it's pretty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah, these are the 3 pens I have that are new. Like, look, yeah, you see, like, there's Pusheen, the cat Pusheen?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think it's the cat. And then I got the fish.
Yes.
And then, yeah, the fish, and then the normal cats here, and these are pens, and they're very cute. So I really love them. Mm-hmm.
And I have a 2
Oh, that is so cute. That's adorable.
Yes.
Ah, there's a unicorns and they're lovely. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, you might want to use them to connect the job with the workplace now. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, please do. Mm-hmm. How's it going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How's it going? You almost finished?
Dạ sắp xong.
Okay.
Ủa chị, nhân viên cứu hộ hay ở đâu chị?
Lifeguard, probably a swimming pool or anywhere that requires, safety. Yeah, in case people drown. Khi mà em không biết thì bạn em có thể dùng biện pháp loại trừ á. Like you just match wherever you know.
Còn tới 4-5 từ em không biết.
Ủa sao nãy chị hỏi là có từ nào em không biết không? Cái em
không biết mà em biết làm nhưng mà em biết cái từ đó là gì nhưng mà em không biết nó nói là cái nào.
Còn cái workplace thì em có hiểu có chữ nào bên cái hàng workplace mà em không biết không?
Dạ không.
Yeah. Well, vậy thì em cứ đoán đi, không sao đâu, rồi mình sửa.
Yeah. Dạ rồi chị.
Okay, very good. So yeah, so you've got an accountant would be working in an office, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think an actor would be doing? I mean, where do you think an actor would be working?
Actor is working on a movie set.
Yeah. Yeah, an actor would be working on a movie set. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. What about an artist?
Artist is in university.
A university? Are you sure?
Em không biết nữa.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's okay. Well, actually, an artist would be working at a studio. Do you know what a studio is?
Nhưng mà studio em dành cho những người chuyên nghiệp, professor.
Professor ở đây có nghĩa là giáo sư á em. Nghĩa là những cái người ta dạy nhiều lâu năm rồi á, người ta sẽ thành giáo sư.
Em tưởng nó là người chuyên nghiệp rồi nào.
Professional mới là chuyên nghiệp.
Yeah.
Professional.
Thì là an artist in a studio.
Yeah, an artist works in the studio. Studio thì nó có nhiều nghĩa, nó có nghĩa là phòng thu và cũng có nghĩa là em biết cái studio á.
Yeah.
Vừa có nghĩa là phòng thu, vừa có nghĩa là cái chỗ đó người ta cũng làm hội họa được nữa, vừa là phòng thu vừa là cái chỗ mà để người ta vẽ và làm đủ thứ được á. So yeah, an artist works in a studio.
Yeah.
What about a chef? What about a chef?
A chef in a restaurant.
At a restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. What about a flight attendant?
On an airplane.
Yeah. Do you know what a flight attendant is?
Flight attendant is nhân viên hàng không.
Yeah, tiếp viên hàng không.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they work on an airplane. And what about a lifeguard? Do you know what a lifeguard is?
Yes.
What are they?
Nhân viên cứu hộ.
Mà họ làm gì? What do they do?
Giống như là
English. What do they do?
Like chữa cháy.
Really?
No, em lộn. Cứu hộ là như chết đuối.
Yeah, exactly. So where would they be working at?
A beach, a pool.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone is having water.
Yeah, anywhere with water and people might drown. Yeah. What about a nurse? Where would a nurse be working?
Hospital.
A hospital, very good. What about professor?
A university.
Yeah, exactly. A professor would be working at a university and a teacher would be working at a school.
Yeah.
Professor cũng có nghĩa là nếu nó cao hơn giảng viên một bậc á.
Yeah.
Yeah, đầu tiên em sẽ có teacher là giáo viên.
Yeah.
Ở đại học thì sẽ có lecturer là giảng viên.
Yeah.
Rồi sau đó thì cao hơn những người mà cực kỳ giỏi, những người mà sẽ dạy những giảng viên và những giáo viên á. Và lâu lâu họ cũng dạy học sinh nữa thì những người đó là professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, professor là giáo sư.
Giáo sư.
Yeah. And what about sales clerk? Where do you think they will be working at?
Doing a store.
A store. Store.
A store.
Yeah, they'll be working at a store.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah. And a teacher. You probably have known the answer now.
Yeah. I have a beautiful knot.
Oh, can I see it? Oh, wow, it really is. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is. That's so cute.
And have a unicorn too.
Oh, that is very similar to what I have. Do you remember what I have?
Yes, it's a cat.
Yeah, those are cats. Wait, where is my pencil case? Okay, found it. Yeah, I have it too. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me. Here, I have it too. I have. Let me see. Yeah, like those are just like mine, like with different kinds of notes. And I also have this. Like this is new. This is to as you can see, like there are like boxes for you to check. So basically, these are for you to hand memo pad. You will write in the things you need to do, and when you finish doing it, you tick it. So it's what you're gonna do with this. And it's new. I got it from Hanoi. Like they sent it to me. It didn't go there, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. So who else works in the workplace in part B? So in a hospital is where a nurse works, right?
Yeah.
And of course, there are more people working at a hospital rather than just nurses. So who else would be working at a hospital?
Doctor.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody else?
No.
Well,
Em đi hiến mũi.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, who else would be working at a hospital?
Who else? I think nurse and doctor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, when you go into the hospital, you do not meet.
People is want to come back.
Well, those people are like customers. They don't work at.
Người ta đứng để mình tới.
Đúng rồi, để tiếp.
Mua vé này nọ.
Đúng rồi. Những người đó là gọi là receptionist.
Yes.
Receptionist. You know that word? Okay, let me type it for you. Receptionist. 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 Đó là những người tiếp tân á. Là khi em vô bệnh viện thì trước khi đầu tiên em phải gặp tiếp tân trước rồi em mới gặp bác sĩ hay y tá.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, receptionist. Receptionist. Receptionist.
Kiki, do you love me? Or you like me?
Receptionist. Yeah, receptionist. Receptionist. Receptionist.
Kiki. Are you writing?
Receptionist.
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 Okay, very good. All right, so at a restaurant, there will definitely be a chef. But who else work at a restaurant that helps it function?
I think a chef and the nhân viên.
Employees, yeah, definitely.
Do and người bán hàng, người trả tiền, người thu tiền.
Oh yeah, a clerk. Clerk là người thu tiền.
Yeah.
But when you go to a restaurant, you don't go to a reception table to pay. You pay at your table, and the people come and collect your money.
Yeah.
So there aren't any receptionists at a restaurant most of the time.
Yeah.
But who would you pay for? I mean, who would you pay to at a restaurant?
Nhân viên too.
Yeah, like who would come to you and collect the money?
Nhân viên.
Well, more specifically.
Em nghĩ là nhân viên thôi.
Wow, nhân viên mà ở nhà hàng đó là họ làm nghề gì? You know?
No.
Well, if you use the word employee, it is very broad. Like basically anybody is an employee. You know, a doctor is an employee, a nurse is an employee, a clerk is an employee, a chef is an employee. So if you say, yeah, there are employees working for a restaurant, you are not going to develop any vocabulary doing that, you know?
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, who is the person coming and take your order and bring you the food and then collect your money at a restaurant?
Không biết người ta gọi là gì ta.
Gán nhớ em viết chữ này.
Tiếng Việt người ta gọi là gì chị?
Người bồi bàn.
Là nhân viên mà.
Là cái chữ nhân viên nó nghĩa nó rất là rộng á em. Thực tế ra thì là ai cũng là nhân viên cả. Em có thể nói là bác sĩ là một nhân viên trong bệnh viện, y tá là một nhân viên trong bệnh viện, những người thu ngân cũng là nhân viên, ai cũng là nhân viên hết. Nhân viên là cái chữ mà chỉ những người đi làm và làm việc cho một cái công ty hay là một cái bộ phận nào đó.
Yes.
Yeah, cho nên nếu mà em nói là ở nhà hàng có nhiều nhân viên rồi sau đó em không nói tiếp thì em sẽ không có develop the vocabulary.
Yes.
Yeah, thì bây giờ mình hãy discuss ở nhà hàng thì sẽ có bếp trưởng là chef. The chef is basically, dù là bếp trưởng như vậy nhưng mà nói thẳng ra thì chef vẫn là một cái employee, một cái nhân viên.
Employee.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so who else work at a restaurant?
Em cũng không biết nữa. Để suy nghĩ được.
Ok, nhớ là cái người bồi bàn là cái chữ đó bắt đầu bằng chữ W.
Người bồi bàn.
Bồi bàn.
W đầu tiên đúng không?
Đúng rồi. Waiter, yeah, congrats. That's the word I was trying to make you say. Yeah, waiter. A waiter works at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anybody else?
No.
You got the chef, you got the waiters, anybody else? Anybody else? Well, you will never want to go to a restaurant that is dirty, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so who would keep the restaurants clean?
Những người quét dọn, lau dọn.
Yeah, so what are they called in English? What are they called in English?
Cleaner.
A cleaner, yeah, definitely, a cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, a cleaner works at a restaurant. They're very necessary. Okay, so you got chef is le bếp trưởng.
Yes.
And usually you will have other cooks.
Yeah.
Cooks là đầu bếp. Yeah, rồi thường sẽ có một cái vị trí nữa gọi là chef assistant. Chef assistant. Do you know what a chef assistant is?
No.
A chef assistant is a person who helps the chef cook. This person is the one who does.
Bếp phụ.
Đúng rồi. Yeah. And do you know what a chef assistant do? I mean,
No.
what a chef assistant does to help the chef?
No.
Yeah. So in cooking, there are a lot of tasks. You know, there are the basic cooking, but there are also a lot of preparation, which is the chopping of like peeling the vegetables, chopping the tomatoes, mincing the garlic. You know those tasks?
Yeah.
Those tasks are usually very time consuming, and if the chef does that, he or she, it's a lot. So that's why we will need a chef assistant who would, chop off the onions and chop off the tomatoes and peel the carrots and, the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who work at a school besides teachers?
Trợ giảng.
Yeah, a teaching assistant, just like a chef assistant. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what is the trợ giảng in English?
Không biết nữa.
Chị mới nói.
Ủa, có hả?
Chị mới nói, yeah.
Trợ giảng là gì ta? Để em suy nghĩ. Trợ giảng.
Yeah.
I think tutors.
Chị mới nói nó giống như là giống như là bếp phụ vậy, cái chữ nó cũng tương đương vậy á. Gán nhớ. Wow, nếu em không nói được là nghĩa là em không có chú ý cho lắm, you know. Thì cái lý do mà chị hỏi em lại là trợ giảng tiếng Anh là gì, tại vì chị mới nói nhưng mà chị thấy em không chú ý. So yeah. You know. So I'll give you a clue. Vậy thì phụ bếp, thì bếp là chef. Phụ là assistant, vì phụ bếp là chef assistant. Vậy thì cái trợ giảng cũng sẽ là theo cái cấu trúc tương tự vậy á. Vậy em thử đoán cái trợ giảng là gì?
Teacher assistant.
Yeah, teacher's assistant. The teacher's assistant. Yeah, very good. Nhưng mà thường á thì người ta sẽ không dùng chữ teacher's assistant, người ta sẽ dùng là teaching assistant.
Teaching.
Yeah, teaching assistant.
Teaching
assistant.
Teaching assistant.
Yeah, đó là trợ giảng.
Yeah.
And also there are other people at the school too. You know, like your school needs to protect you from bad people. Sometimes people would try to mingle into the school and steal from students or talk to students and, try to lure students to do bad things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there will be some people to keep those bad people away. And those are the men who dress in blue.
Với lại là chị giảng dịch nếu mà học tiếng Anh thì có thể dịch cho mình nghe.
Yeah. Well, I am talking about another group of people who work for schools.
Yeah.
They are the people.
Bảo vệ.
Yeah,
Bảo vệ.
exactly. So what are they called in English?
Bảo vệ. Bảo vệ.
Đúng rồi đấy.
Security.
Yeah, security guard.
Yeah.
Repeat after me. Security guard. And you can jot this word down. Security guard. Security guard.
Yeah.
Security guard.
Security guard.
Security guard. Okay, since we are running out of time, we will move on to the next question, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so who do you think has the hardest job among these people? The most difficult job?
I think a nurse.
A nurse?
Like a doctor.
Oh, really? So why?
Because doctor, you learn very hard.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And yes, so very hard.
Yeah. And yeah, any other things? Any other reasons why you think so?
Nếu mình chữa bệnh mà không được thì mình sẽ không có tốt bây giờ.
Yeah, it's true. So how would you say that in English?
If you like you chữa bệnh.
How would you say that in English?
Chữa bệnh.
Just create anything, you know, it's okay. It's all right.
Nói chung là chữa bệnh. You make they are sad. And you don't have money, and they are don't go to your hospital again.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, but that is not the main issues, you know. That is not the most serious one. Like being a doctor is hard because you are working with people's lives.
Yes.
Yeah, so the worst case scenario, the things you should be worrying about the most is not that they won't come back to your hospital, but it's that their life might be at stake because of your failure, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is. Yeah, so I do agree with you that being a doctor is very difficult because you are working with people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about a lifeguard? I think a lifeguard is a very difficult job as well because you are also working with people's lives.
Huh.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
Lifeguard.
A lifeguard.
You must do can đảm, have a brave.
Yeah, brave. You must have bravery.
To do, and you will swim. You can swim very, very good.
Very well.
Very well, like a huấn luyện viên luôn á.
Yeah, and you need to be observant. You know what observant is?
No.
Em phải biết quan sát. Observant. Can you repeat that? Observant.
Observant.
Yeah, observant. Yeah, you need to keep an eye on people and make sure that no one is drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that is the most that is the hardest job. The most difficult one. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think is the most interesting one? The job that will make you feel happy and engrossed in the activities. What do you think is that one?
A sales clerk.
Sales clerk?
Yeah.
Oh, so what? Why so?
Because you like we can do in the store like sell something like that, like this. Like this.
Yeah, those are nice.
Like this,
Yeah. Well, but do you notice that selling those things are kind of different from buying them and using them? You know, like those are cool things to have, and
là mình lựa chọn đồ cho người ta.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Well, I don't think you are the one who choose for the people who buy. You are giving recommendation, and the buyer is the one who makes the decision. You don't choose.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the second most interesting job you think among these?
What?
What is the second most interesting job you think among these jobs? Mhm.
Chef.
A chef? Why?
He can make food.
Yeah, so why? Yeah.
All the people to eat.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Well, okay, so why is making food interesting? Why do you think making food is interesting? Mm-hmm.
Because you want to. Because I like to cook, but someone don't like to.
Mm-hmm. I see. All right. So what about the payment? What do you think is the best paying job?
Payment.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the best paying job among these jobs? Mm-hmm.
Payment là bán hay sao chị?
Không, payment là lương. Em nghĩ những người này thì ai là người có lương cao nhất?
Doctor.
Yeah, really. So why?
Khám bệnh mà.
Mm-hmm.
Nếu mà cái bệnh, if a hospital is famous
Mm-hmm.
and đáng tin cậy.
Yeah, reliable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm. Then you make a lot of money? Oh, where are you? Hello.
Xin lỗi em bóng lộn.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, so if the hospital is reputable, yeah, there will be a lot of people helping. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. A doctor is really high paying. It's really well paid. But I think that an actor might earn more. Like a doctor is well paid, but he or she is not the best paid person here. You understand what I mean? Yeah. I think an actor is someone who would earn the most. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. So, which job would you like most and why?
I think chef.
Mm-hmm. So, why is that?
Because I like to cooking.
Mm-hmm. Because you like to cook.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other reason?
No.
Okay. So, what do you think you will be doing when you grow up?
I don't know.
You really don't know?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I would like to do.
Hmm?
I don't know to like. Em không biết nữa.
Well, think about like what would you like to do? Like you don't need a concrete plan of achieving it, just a desire, like you want to do that and that's it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what would you like to do? Like what would you want to do? Your desire. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
No.
Nghĩa là chị nói là không có cần kế hoạch cụ thể, chỉ là em muốn làm cái gì thôi, em không cần phải chắc chắn.
Em không biết nữa.
So you're not sure what you want to do yet?
Dạ em không biết là em sẽ làm gì trong tương lai.
Like, chị không hỏi là em sẽ làm gì, chị hỏi là em muốn làm gì á, hiểu không? Sẽ với muốn là khác.
Em muốn làm gì nữa?
You don't know that either?
Yeah, em nghĩ là lên khoảng lớp 10. Lớp 9 gì đó thì em không biết.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay not knowing.
Yes.
So what do you like to do? So you like cooking, right?
Yes.
So have you figured out what your favorite subject is?
Em không thích môn nào hết.
What? You're serious?
Yeah. No.
You like geography and history, right?
Nhưng mà em cũng không biết em có thích nó không nữa.
Why? 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 Why did you say that you don't know if you liked it or not?
Em thích nhưng mà giờ em không có thích nó cho lắm nữa.
Oh, why not?
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Like something must have happened that
No.
made you feel bored.
Em cũng không biết nữa.
You don't know?
Yes.
So right now you don't like any subject.
Yes.
That is actually very sad.
No, sad.
Because you must have something that you love. You
My
know?
friend is don't have a subject they like too.
Huh?
My friend is don't have a subject they like too.
So they just study everything but don't like anything?
Không phải don't like we do but we không có thích á.
So
Tụi em vẫn học nhưng mà tụi em vẫn thích nó nhưng mà không có môn nào thích nhất á.
Oh, so you like every subject normally, equally?
Yeah.
I see. Well, yeah, you have plenty of time to decide. You know? Yeah. When I was in your age, I had a lot of aspiration. There were a lot of things I wanted to do. I actually wanted to become a singer. Yeah. But even though now that I cannot do that, I know so, but I do not regret having a dream.
Yeah.
It's good to have a dream, whether you achieve it or not. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's just my personal story. But yeah, so it's okay to, like everything equally. Like you don't need to like something specifically more. But I hope that you have interest in learning and you have fun when you learn. That is the most valuable thing. Yeah. Well, okay, so this is the end of today's lesson.
Yeah.
Remember to revise this vocabulary, okay? They are new. Okay, learn this new vocabulary, okay? Okay? Learn them. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, so I will see you on Tuesday. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.